We'll get started in just a minute if you want. All right, good evening and welcome to the planning meeting for tomorrow's operational period, December 7th. My name is Kevin Fetterman. I'm the Plan Section Chief Trainee. We'll start off with an operations update.
Good evening, everybody. Mike Petro, Operations Section Trainee. I'll start over in Branch 1, working in Bravo. Guys and gals that were assigned down in here, continued tactical patrols behind the structures, improving lines. Working over here into Delta, the line from the bottom of Silverado up to H1 has been completed. The portion of the lines that needed to be connected between H1 and H2 weren't in today in areas that the line went in the day before yesterday. And yesterday was strengthened and improved. That included the areas from H2 back down to the end of Majeska. Crews spent the time improving those lines and gridding out in Division Delta and Echo. The bottom part of the Echo in the community of Majeska, that was repopulated to residents only, maintained a tactical patrol in those areas, continually dealing with identified smokes. Working way into Mike, once again, patrol on Santiago Canyon, along with the communities of Williams and Jackson Ranch, continue to do tactical patrol in there. Same with Tango. Again, continue to work on and improve the lines in Tango, all the way back into Yankee, and that is the beginning part of Silverado. Tactical patrol, strengthening and improving those lines. Good work that was done today. Helped us get that the movement of or repopulation of personnel residents at 3 o'clock today versus tomorrow. In a report.
Thank you. We haven't had any changes in the management objectives, so I'll look to the incident commanders for validation. Thank you. And we've not had any changes in the control objectives, so I'll look to operations for validation of the control objectives. Thank you. Next up, we'll have weather.
All right, good evening. Rich Thompson, incident meteorologist. Weather-wise, still on track for I've been briefing the last several days, looking for moderate Santa Ana winds to start developing across the area during the operational period tomorrow. And because of that, we have red flag warnings still in effect from 4 a.m. tomorrow morning until 10 p.m. Tuesday evening. So what you can expect is starting off the shift tomorrow morning, you're going to see those northeast winds start to increase. You'll probably see in the morning hours generally gusts about maybe 20 to 30 miles per hour developing in the windier spots. And then as the day wears on, get into the afternoon, early evening hours, those winds are going to increase. And they'll peak in strength tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. You're looking for probably peak wind gusts anywhere from 35 to 50 miles per hour. So definitely a good, solid, moderate Santa Ana. Very similar winds to what we saw when this fire took off on Wednesday night. As for humidities, humidity recovery, this should be relatively decent this evening, probably about 20-35%, but then I think you'll see those RHs gradually diminish overnight tonight into tomorrow morning as those northeast winds start kicking in. And then during the day tomorrow, you're looking for low teens, maybe some single digits out there of humidities tomorrow afternoon. Then recoveries tomorrow night, very minimal, if any at all, as those winds are really peaking in strength. So again, red flag warning beginning 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, running through Tuesday evening at 10 p.m. Then going into Tuesday, you're going to see, again, the peak winds probably Tuesday morning, again, gusts 35, 50 miles per hour. Then those winds will gradually diminish through the day on Tuesday, but things to remain very, very dry. Going into Wednesday, much weaker offshore flow, so probably kind of weak diurnal flow, some weak northeast winds in the morning, then weak onshore Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, Friday, just typical early December sort of conditions, kind of a weak onshore flow across fire, cooler temperatures, a bit higher humidity. Then for next Saturday and Sunday, potential for another round of Santa Ana winds. At this point in time, The models are kind of all over the place in terms of potential strength of the event, but definitely there is potential for at least weak to moderate Santa Ana winds, the Saturday, Sunday time frame next weekend, and with that, there'd be another round of critical fire weather conditions, so definitely a chance for more red flag warnings out there. So that's it for weather.
Evening, everybody. Tim Chavez, former Team 4 fire behavior analyst. So I just have a couple of things to say. Rich is being generous when he says relatively okay relative humidity recovery. It's going to be poor. In most places, most days, you would think 20% relative humidity recovery would not be outstanding at all. So that's just going to add to the fuel dryness problem that we have. Kind of surprised me when I looked. The area north of the Division B area, all those north-south drainages in there have not had fire in them in recorded history. That really surprised me for the Santa Ana range, that there was a piece that has never burned since European settlement. So the potential for a fuel-driven run in that area is the highest, but the wind is going to prevent that the next 48 hours. So the two areas of concern are the far end of Division Tango, where that little piece sticks out there, and then the far end of Division Delta and Echo. Any place where anything could get outside of the lines and be oriented with the terrain and the winds that are going to develop, those are the two places where the hazard is going to be the greatest. In the Division Y area, there is a fair amount of unburned canopy, which could cause some maybe some flare-ups inside the perimeter, but of no consequence.
Good evening, Craig Covey, Deputy Operations Trainee. So for tomorrow's operational plan, we will continue the tactical patrol along the whole bottom end of the fire up through the Santa Ana Canyon up into Tango. As we work around the horn through Limestone Canyon, they're going to continue to grid and mop up, hold and improve that line. As we work into Silverado Canyon, same strategy and tactics behind the structures. As we get into Division Echo and Delta, those will be our priority divisions again to complete and improve those lines that were established today in the face of the wind event. We are no longer going to be flying crews in the hotel. Everybody will be hiking in and controlling and holding that line as we work through tomorrow's operational period. And then lastly, as we get down into the bottom of Echo and to Majeska Canyon, same thing, tactical patrol around those structures. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I do have a little bit more. Go back. So one thing I did forget was we are, with this potential here, we are constructing a contingency line through the truck trail, Santiago truck trail, where it is about half to 3/4 of the way in. It is being constructed and built as we speak. And then the last thing is suppression is active. Suppression branch is engaged and active in the upper piece of this, and they've been cleared to all divisions for activity.
Good evening, Cameron Daniels, Resource Unit Leader with the current 215 update. Additional resources are required to accomplish the plan. Those resources will support suppression repair. For tentative demo for tomorrow, we have 1 Charlie strike team, 5 single type 3 engines, 2 Gulfs, 1 hotel, 2 crews, 1 Lima, and 2 water tenders. End of report.
Good afternoon. Greg Bradshaw, CAL FIRE IMT 4, Air Operations. To meet the operational needs today, to the fire we flew under skies of blue. We transported troops to provide to the line more boots. We will continue to do the same tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will have 3 Type 1 aircraft, we will have 2 Type 2 aircraft, and 3 Type 3 aircraft. Included in those numbers, we will have 1 Type 1 and 2 Type 2 night flying aircraft, NVG capable. So if the winds kick up during the night, earlier than anticipated, we will have 3 aircraft that we can immediately put on the fire. And they will be here tomorrow also. Also included in those numbers, we have 2 24-hour rescue aircraft, ALS capable, NVG, and hoist equipped.
Good evening, Jason Williams, Incident Safety Trainee. Tomorrow we'll have 4 safety officers on the incident for you, 2 per division to support your plan. Any needs that come up, any hazards that you identify, please let us know. We'll take care of them for you. Thank you.
All right, that is your plan for tomorrow. Now is the portion of the meeting we'll seek support. Liaison. Information. Logistics. And finance. And now final closing comments by our Unified Incident Commander.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Grassmick, the Unified IC from the Forest Service. I just wanted to start off and say from the start of this, it was a very challenging fire the first night I got on scene and went in unified with OCFA, and I just wanted to thank OCFA, their chiefs, and CAL FIRE Team Incident Management Team 4 for all their help and assistance as we've managed this incident. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve with you guys. Made some new contacts and some new networking, and I hope as next fire season comes around, we'll build on those, and hopefully we'll eventually slow down. But on a side note, I'll be transitioning out tonight as IC. Chief Hill will be standing up and replacing me as I need to run home to take care of some things. But from that, I wish you guys continued success as you guys move forward over the next couple of shifts. And that's about it. So thank you guys. You guys have a good night. And from our side, we approve the plan for tomorrow moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Good evening. My name is Eddie Moore. I'm the Incident Commander for Team 4. Just a couple things. We attended a community meeting this evening, and the importance of it specifically for you folks passing off messages for tomorrow in the plan is they have repopulated Silverado Canyon. There is some significant conversations happening with the citizens of that community, so I ask that we have the conversations tomorrow during our division breakouts, that they stay diligent, answer any questions that they can answer, and if they can't, to please move those up the chain through the divisions and up, because there is some serious concerns that we do want to address that have been identified, but we want to make sure that we are there for them. The other piece is, now that we have repopulated that, just ensure the safe driving practices, which is already in the safety plan, but knowing that much movement in the community is probably going to happen tomorrow. So with that, both of us as Unified ICs support the plan. Thank you.
A few quick reminders. IAP parts will be due by 1900 tonight. Your next operational briefing will be 0700 at the briefing area, and the next planning meeting will be 1700 hours tomorrow in this tent. Thank you. That concludes the meeting. Please turn back on all your electronic devices, turn your radios back on, and please resume your side communications. Thank you.